What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the series. Welcome back to the RNG team. And it is finally time for my favorite part of any of these, the off-season episode. God, I love the off-season. So, if you didn't see the last episode and you're seeing this right now, especially in stream, I'm sorry, but it's true. We lost really, really badly. Which makes getting into the offseason even better, right? So let's go ahead and get into the retirement period right now. Dan Campbell is retiring. Okay. I mean, hey, man, do what you got to do. He didn't really have a role on the team. I think he caught one touchdown, and that was in the playoffs. So, Dan Campbell. Any notable retirements? No, so far, no. A lot of retirements for Houston. Mel Mitchell, not to be confused with Kel Mitchell. That's... What? Yo, what? Am I dumb? Alright, I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just see that. What in the world? Whoa. Okay. Alright. Everyone hold your horses. Travis Minor. He's got a lot of speed. Almond Green. Oh, I was looking at Junior Seau. That's a pretty big name right there. Randall Godfrey is kinda. John Carney is a pretty big one. Doesn't really look like it, though. There aren't any shocking ones. Like, none of these make me say, what, really? Isaac Bruce is a big one. He's going to retire, but obviously he was very old. He's still got money left on the table, but hey, man, if you're done, if you're ready to hang it up, so be it. The Panthers, thankfully, because that is our divisional rival, have a lot of free agents, have a lot of retirements. Six is a lot, so they're going to have a bit of a roster overhaul this year. Rich Gannon, after 20 years. I'm surprised he didn't retire last year. He's going to retire this year, though. No? And we're right back here. Okay. Really just not that crazy. Not crazy at all. I always allow the retirements. Boom. Re-signing period. This is huge. First off, this is a non-negotiable. Alex Brown has been... How did we gain a player? This game's having some identity crisis or something. I don't know. Alex Brown has to come back, right? He's got to come back. He's been the anchor on the defensive line for the last 2 seasons. He wants a 7-year deal. I don't hate it. I really don't hate this at all. This is a very fair contract. Warwick Dunn, again, another guy who deserves the contract. And this is a very small contract. 100% I'll give you that. Anak Damar... Even if I don't like what you've been doing, you'll be a worthy backup. And he only wants about $1 million a year. Cool. Gabriel Wilson wants less than $1 million a year to be a backup. I don't hate that whatsoever. He's young. He'll get a little bit better. He'll back up John McGraw just fine. Sounds good to me, man. I mean, yeah. Sounds good to me. Triondos Luke has to come back. He's our kick returner. Again, less than $1 million a year. That's cool with me. All of these outside linebackers, they're not going to get any better. So going to let them walk. Sean Tufts deserves this contract. He just wants a plain extension with a little bit of a bonus. Cool with me. Ed Stansbury, you can walk. Jared Allen. These are the guys we will let walk. Because, just truthfully speaking, there's just not room on the roster for you when we want to make these moves. And this is where we get into the fun stuff, man. Free agency. Almond Green. Oh, my. But Almond Green is interesting, man. It really is. There are no fullbacks. There's one wide receiver, Bobby Shaw, and he is just not a good athlete. He's not really good at anything, truthfully. Wow, this free agency period is just dry. I like Randy McMichael as a passing option. He's the guy I'm looking at right now, Randy McMichael. Aside from that, guards, just nothing really here. Nothing there for tackles, defensive tackle. Really, there was so many pending free agents. This is it? Jesus. And defensive end. There's just not that much here. This is going to be a boring offseason. Outside linebacker. There's really nobody here. I guess we'll have to sign some outside linebacker. Joseph Jefferson. Oh, no, we have plenty of corners. Why is it the corners, man? Why is that the position? The day is coming to an end. You haven't given me an opportunity. I think he's worth giving a contract to, at least an offer, but nothing crazy. Like, I'm very much going to lowball him on this just to test the waters, and then free safety, there's no reason. Punter, nope. I remember, kicker, punter is a no. Dude, what in the world, man? I guess we ought to throw our hat in for Almond Green. It would be cool. It would. I don't see, like, there's no other way we can make a splash this year, really. Randy McMichael. I'll throw my hat in for Randy McMichael. So Alex Lewis is interesting. He's got a lot of speed. Some of the most tackling. Him and Joe Odom are, you know, good tackling. I guess I'll... all right. This is such a terrible free agency period. Chris Cash, what a name. All right, so here are the 4 people that I found because this is just a terrible free agency period. Randy McMichael, you know, just to see if we can have a duo, you know. We did lose a tight end. Got to go ahead and try and make a move to get a tight end. Randy McMichael would be that guy at 81 overall. Very, very good catching, good blocking. He's really just all around quite good. Derek Gibson would be an immediate upgrade at strong safety. Granted, we wouldn't need to go out and draft one, which is far more interesting, but he had a very good season last year. He's a very good tackler, which is exactly what we need. Very good athlete. He does everything. 6'2". Derek Gibson. Alex Lewis as a backup in case someone does get hurt, because it's happened before. Good speed, good tackle. That's all I look for out of my outside linebackers. And then Almond Green, you know Almond Green, 92 overall. This is the sweepstakes. He didn't even have 1,000 yards last season. With us, he would have 1,000 yards. I guarantee it. Probably why he left the team. Derek Gibson got a better contract. I did lowball him. But I think out of anyone, this is like the most important one right here. The one that changes our team the most. The one that really moves the needle. Because he does exactly what we need. Because we've had such rough time, you know. Such a rough time. Trying to tackle out of the secondary, it just hasn't been good. It's been not good at all. Derek Gibson accepts. I don't know what this is about with Randy McMichael, but Derek Gibson does accept. Desperately needed, spending a lot of money on him, but that is A-okay. Randy McMichael, I guess we just fell out of the top 3. And I don't know how much I'm willing to really give this guy. It's not that much, because we do have William Webb, and I don't want William Webb getting overshadowed. I really don't. But Derek Gibson will join the team. Boom. And we lost out. Oh my God, no. We lost out on Warwick. Not Warwick Dunn. We lost out on Almond Green. That sucks. Truth be told, that really sucks. Randy McMichael, his offer keeps on increasing. Like, that's another $1 million over the 4 years. I'm not willing to go much higher than this for Randy McMichael. Not at all. Randy McMichael will end up accepting. Doesn't really do anything for us, honestly. I don't believe that one bit. I don't think it does anything for us. Not anything major, anyways. It helps. It does help. But it's just not the biggest move we could have made. It's definitely not the Almond Green that we could have gotten. Guess we can look at the breakdown. Need another outside linebacker, which I'm trying to get, but, you know, want to be stubborn. I guess I'll go after, aside from Alex Lewis, we'll bring back Charlie Anderson, sure. Alex Lewis signs. Charlie Anderson, you know what to expect with us, which is why I feel you should sign. Hurry up and do it. He accepts, and there's really not much else for us to do. We already have 54 players. I'm going to go ahead and advance to end. I had a lot of high hopes going into that free agency period. But man, those high hopes were horribly, horribly shattered. Next on the schedule, the NFL Combine. I went over the rookie report earlier, and of course it does change, but I got a couple guys I definitely want to look at. One thing that changes, I will no longer be looking at strong safety now that we have a strong safety. Instead, I really want to look at, I believe it was it Vega or was it Neal? I'm going to go back and look through the rookie report. The big board. It was Chester Patton. It was Chester Patton. That was the guy I was looking at. Okay, so we do pick 24th in this draft, which means we could just get our pick of the litter with any of the secondary positions, guys that don't go till the second round. It's an option. It's definitely an option. Jamie Fowler is far and away the #1 guy. He is really the perfect corner. So I might just go with, you know, the best available, even though we're really good at corner. Sean Bryan was the closest you're going to get to a perfect wide receiver. Where did he go? Oh, he fell. He got so much slower. He still has a 4 catching, but he was running a 4.4 before, and he falls all the way to a 4.55. Not good. Not good news at all. Are there any? There's only one guy with 5 hands, and if you've been watching the series long enough, you know for a fact that the 5 hands is needed. But at what cost? This guy runs a 4.6. Yeah, he's got leaping ability, and he's 6'2". I just, I don't know, man. Maybe we scout him and he gets faster. It's worth at least taking a look. It's worth taking a look. 4 hands, I'll give you an hour. Stevenson, a 4.63 from a defensive tackle, 6'5". Oh. Oh my God, I'm falling in love already. Whoa. He can move for a 6'5", 320-pound guy. This is a must draft. This is our first round pick. I'm putting all 3 hours in on him. Pause? I don't know. I don't know. But it's also worth looking at what Payne brings to the table. Definitely slower. Higher bench, though. Smaller guy. Well, shorter, but bigger at 336. Just a different player. Much lower GPA, though. I don't like that. GPA does tell a lot in this game, usually. So, Stevenson is definitely the guy to look out for. Very excited to get the report on him. Is he the fastest? He's the oh, by far he's the fastest. Come on, what am I saying? 4.71. High bench, super high GPA. 4.71 isn't super slow. It's definitely not fast though. Very high shuttle. He's super skilled. Definitely super skilled. I'll give him an hour though, just so I can get some form of report on him, and then we'll go ahead and send him to the next day. Uh-oh. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. 76 speed is fantastic. It really is. 69 strength is not fantastic. 87 run coverage is great. 72 tackle not. And then the pass rush is abysmal. I feel brokenhearted. I put so much when I saw like the stats on him. Good Lord, I was ready to jump out of my seat, but Jacob Stevenson, 4.8 is still fast for a defensive tackle. He really is a bowling ball. Shorter, but bigger at 336. Said that already, but yeah. I just don't like the 2.7 GPA. But a really good shuttle. Fantastic bench, so we know he's going to be super strong. Screw it, man. Let's give 2 hours, not the full 3. A lot to think about. Another thing to think about, do we trade down? Because so far, what I've seen out of this draft class, it's just not that great. How much does speed matter at inside linebacker? I'd like to think it matters a lot. And we've got 2 guys here. Vega, James Vega, I remember seeing his report. And Dwayne Dawson. Haven't heard anything about Dwayne Dawson. But James Vega at 6 feet does pretty much everything you want. I can say pretty much the same out of Neil based on what I see right now. Maybe an hour for both of them. There's 2 Paynes? Do I have the right Payne? There's Allen and there's Allen. No, Allen and Roy. I'm going to scout both Paynes just to be safe. Payne is painfully average. Deceptively fast in the open field. We have our speedsters. We don't need a speedster. We need someone to catch the dang ball. So maybe we do go with a 5 hands. Not good news here. We'll run around blockers rather than take them on. Actually, I'd want that out of the inside linebacker. It's not his job to take on the blockers. He's supposed to run through holes when it comes to blitzing. This just isn't that much news. I have to give him another hour. Russell, excellent catching. Good, good. I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. The fact that his speed is good tells me he might be faster than we originally thought. Gonna get the full report on Malcolm Russell. I can already tell you that's a name that I am more than willing to say over and over. So I like that. The other Payne is also painfully average. Good Lord. Bridges. What do you mean he can't get a good push in the pros? He's 36 bench, I would hope so. Well, I mean, fully average with good speed and strong as hell. Let's just take a look. It can't hurt. All right, after getting another report. Pass rush poor. That's not good. I don't run a lot of inside linebacker blitz plays, but when I do, I want it to work. It's worth mentioning, too, we have Sam Cowart. It's not like he's going anywhere. It's just I think he's on the older side. Ooh, nasty. Look at, oh, these stats are freaking gross. Oh, those stats are disgusting. Get them away from me. 75 speed. That's not good. Why did it say good? He's not going to get that much faster. Like, he might progress after the preseason to a 78 speed. Whoop-de-frickin-do, he's still slow as hell. That's terrible. He got even slower. And Bridges is terrible. Who could have guessed? Bridges is terrible. So Brian is going to be faster for sure. He might be low 80s, which I'm willing to live with if he's very good, you know, has very good hands. Padilla's worth a look. I'll give him the full 3 hours. Screw it. Hayes, might as well get an hour on him just to get some sort of report. Zadirko, I don't want to say that name over and over. That's confusing. Might as well give him. And then Swanson. It'll make me think of Joe Swanson. This is what it looks like when I give up, honestly. Brian, Brian's good. He is so much faster than I thought he would be. And his hands are really good. His route running is fantastic. Brian is the guy. The guy that I thought Stevenson could be, Brian actually is. Payne's not even that bad, honestly. I might go with him way later on. Lots of good words for Swanson. Good to know. Well, I can say with complete honesty, Brian, we gotta draft this guy. Gotta draft him. Larry Fitzgerald. Sean Bryan. That's your name, yep, out of Northwestern. And, I mean, we would have so many weapons to throw to, but the defense, man, the defense is my main worry. All right, here we go. NFL draft. Let's take a look. NFL draft. Were any of the players I scouted taken? No. None of them. And since we're so close to the second round, I think it is imperative we go ahead and take our number 1 guy. We're doing it. We're going to have the best receiving core in the league. Sean Bryan, welcome to the RNG team, my guy. It is so quick every single time. Stevenson did get drafted. Alan Payne is still there. Okay. So far, this is working out the way it was intended. Who do they think we should draft? A lot of those picks do make sense. But no, I'm going to go with my gut. Tells me go Payne. Boom. My gut is in Payne. All right. Quarterback, if he's there. Terrence Neal is there, and compared to the other guys, he's definitely a decent thrower of the football. He is small. He is 5'11". That's small for a quarterback. Why would I waste this pick on a quarterback? I'm not going to do it yet. I do want Swanson because everything says, you know, here that he's might be pretty good. Go with him. We were missing a couple of picks. Terrence Neal is still there. So, inside linebacker, were there any... here's the one I scouted. Looks pretty good to me, man. And we need all the defensive help that we can get. Another second-round pick, and I think this is the one where I'll go ahead and pick Terrence Neal, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Fast quarterback who can kind of throw the football. Not like we need a quarterback, but hey, what else are we going to do with that pick? All right, the draft is over. That was just a terrible... This entire offseason was super weak, truthfully. I did not anticipate that going into this. I was super excited for free agency. There were so many pending great defensive linemen that just got re-signed, which makes sense. You know, you want to re-sign your good players. I get that. Just missed out on it. Rookie signing, this is where we find out what their overalls are. What is Sean Bryan's overall? Boom. Negotiate 80. Oh my God. 81 before the preseason. Oh, baby. This is the best receiving core in football. Sean Bryan, welcome to the team. Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Henry Swanson, what about you? Better than Payne. That could be good. Hey, that's good. We need help on the defensive line. 72. He's probably going to end up after the preseason. Probably mid-70s. If we're lucky, high 70s. And that would get him a starting spot. Henry Swanson, welcome to the team. Alan Payne, pretty much the same case. Got a lot of good defensive linemen. James Vega, I'm not mad at that. He may end up being a low 70 after the preseason. Good stuff. And lastly, Terrence Neal, the rookie quarterback, honestly isn't horrible. Looking more in-depth at the stats for each one of our rookie signings, Terrence Neal, 88 strength. That's actually really good. He has better pass accuracy than Everett Aguilar and so much more speed. Hey, Everett, you might be out. Just saying, man, you might be out of here. After the preseason, this accuracy will get a little better. Maybe not, you know, that much better. But it's solid. It really is. This is a solid rookie quarterback to draft in the 6th round. Sean Bryan, already before the preseason, better than Antonio Bryant. He's going to learn from Larry Fitzgerald, one of the greatest to ever do it. Look more in depth at these stats. He's not even that slow. I expected him to be very slow, but he is 87 speed, could be up to a 90. Route running is going to be in the 90s, and then catching likely will also be in the 90s. This Sean Bryan is good. He is so good. I'm very excited. Defensive tackles, we got some decisions to make here with Henry Swanson, with Alan Payne. They're going to get better after the preseason, and I'm not going to play the preseason. I haven't played any preseason games yet. I'm actually going to simulate through to see what our final ratings are. But we got decisions to make there with Henry Swanson, Alan Payne. Now with Vince Wilfork, Cornelius Griffin, we've got a lot of defensive tackles. Inside, James Vega was better than expected. So Robert Reynolds, wrong player. Robert Reynolds, you're on your way out. How many players do we have? That's another big question right here. Because we will have to cut. Oh, we have to cut 5 players. Okay. Maurice Hicks, you gotta go, dude. You gotta go. Release to free agency. Please leave. I never want to see your face again. Brandon Wagner might be the worst running back to ever set foot on an NFL field. And I just don't want his career to end that way. I really don't. He's got like 4 attempts and then 2 of them are fumbles. It doesn't show, but it's just rough. It's not a good time in the life of Brandon Wagner. We gotta... I don't want to get rid of any of these receivers. I like all of them. And I don't think we need to. Triando Sluke just won't play outside of being a kick returner. Boom. I don't have to cut anybody there. Nothing on the offensive line. Need all 3 of the tight ends. Defensive tackle. Monsanto. Isn't Monsanto that evil company with the seeds and everything? Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. You can go. Outside linebacker. I did say we were going to go ahead and get rid of Charlie Anderson, so that's easy. Take care. Inside linebacker, Reynolds, you can go. Corner, we need all those. We don't need 4 strong safeties. Don't need that. Will Allen. You've never seen the field. You never will see the field. Goodbye. Let's go ahead and simulate through the preseason so we have our starting ratings going into next season. Let's go ahead and do that. End of the preseason. This is where we get to look at the real ratings for all of these rookies. Let's start the season. Go to, not the front office. I have my own little way of doing this. I like it to be a surprise. We go here to the depth chart. Why is Neal starting? He ends up being a 66. That's good. That's tied with Aguilar, who, truth be told, wasn't bad when he had to play. He wasn't bad at all. But obviously Eric Becker. Whoa! I didn't even see that. Okay, Everett. I'm sorry for disrespecting you. He goes from a 73 to a 78. 97 pass strength, 77 pass accuracy, 94 read coverage. 73 to a 78. And the 78 in this game at quarterback really is not a bad thing at all. Quarterback is what you make it majority of the time. So with me playing, he's probably more like a 60. That's just because I'm the one holding the sticks. Warwick Dunn does regress to a 79 from an 81. He keeps all the speed he had. Pretty much the same break tackle, agility, secure ball. Not really much has changed here. He just got a little bit worse, and honestly, I expected it. Avion Kaysen also got worse. You don't like to see that. Brandon Wagner, I think he got 2 overall better, question mark. Doesn't matter. He still has 51 secure ball. Not a great time. Ovi Migueli, I have to sign another fullback. I know. Sean Bryan ends up being an 84 overall with 88 speed, 89 catching, 92 route running, and 82 jumping, which is important. Sean Bryan is really freaking good, man. Arnaz Battles hurt. You hate to see that. I don't like to seeing any of my guys getting hurt. Larry is a 98 overall. 98 overall for Larry freaking Fitzgerald, man. I love it. Love to see it. Even Antonio Bryant, 79 before. He's now an 82 overall. Everyone. Freddie Mendoza, he went from like a 66 to a 71. Irving Erickson, 62 to a 64. We've got a great receiving core here in Nolans. Good old Nola. Anyways, got to move Larry Fitzgerald to the starting spot. Behind him, I'm going to put Freddie Mendoza. On this side, we'll have Brian, then Bryant, and then Irving Erickson. Because Irving Erickson, when he played, right, he was very good. William Webb, 71 to 72 isn't huge. Randy McMichael doesn't change at all. And Dallas Clark ends up getting a much better, up to a 74 overall. Hey, that's actually a sneaky good tight end core. William Webb will understand, or he'll get mad and request a trade, which doesn't happen in this game. No change with our tackles. Terrence Moss is a 91 overall. Okay, Terrence. I love to see that. Steve Edwards is unfortunately hurt, so it will be a knock DeMar, at least for the foreseeable future. Nayland is down from an 89 to an 88. Cool. So be it. Alex Brown goes up from an 81 to an 83. Jerome McDougal is still a 78, and Hamry goes up to a 72. Will Fork is now an 80. Swanson is a 76. Griffin is also a 76. Payne is a 73. Stewart will never see the field. 98 tackle. Oh, yeah. Easy. Gotta start him. We need it desperately. We need that tackling. But I will say Cornelius Griffin and Payne being, behind him, that's not bad. We're definitely not hurting at the defensive tackle position here in New Orleans. Opposite, still going to be Jerome McDougal. I'm still happy with him, even though he's not great. He does his job, though. I'm usually using Alex Brown on the defensive line anyways, who, oh, wow, he definitely got a lot better. Love to see it. Thornton goes from a 91 to an 88. I wonder if that has anything to do with him being hurt for as long as he was hurt, which is fine. 88 is still very, very good. On the other side, Johnny Bailey, 74, now a 77. Yeah, he's still very capable. Love to see this out of Johnny Bailey. Inside, it will not be Tufts, who is hurt. It will be Cowart, who's down from an 89 all the way to an 83. Not good. Not good. Vega, honestly, isn't bad. His coverage isn't great, but otherwise, he's good. Hopefully, if it needs be, if Sam Cowart continues to regress the way he has, Vega will eventually take over. Hopefully, he keeps on getting better. McAllister, down. Roll, down. Don't know about Butler because he's hurt. Joey Thomas, he's hurt. Man. Jason Shivers, you are not starting anymore. I am sorry. I know he's got to be pissed off. 2 years ago, Defensive Rookie of the Year. But Derek Gibson, man, he is so good. He got better. He got better. He got faster. He's a better tackler than when we signed him first. Oh, man. What an upgrade. John McGraw's down from an 82 to a 79, but that's okay. He actually got faster. His agility is a 99. Wow. 87 jumping. I don't like to see the coverage or tackle as low as they are, but he's such a great athlete that it's like, you win some, you lose some. Olindo Mare is the same. Jarrett, same. I don't want Chris McAllister returning kicks. Wow, my voice cracked. It'll be Avion Kaysen and Triondo Sluke, and then just Triondo Sluke. There it is, the off-season episode in the books. A lot happened. It was not what I expected for it to have been, but all things considered, man, can I be mad? No. Our season begins against the Rams and the Seahawks. That'll be episode number 1 of season number 3. I hope y'all are looking forward to that as much as I am. Anytime we come off an off-season episode, I'm looking forward to the next one. Very excited. So I'll see you guys in that one. If you were in the stream with me for this, because I did see a couple people, we had a couple viewers in here. I'm very thankful for that. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe we can have more of these.